Alright guys, Gemini, back with another video. And first things first, if you want to check out all my social media, my Twitter, my Facebook, all that stuff, it's in the description box below. Okay, what we're going to do in this video today, we're going to talk about my favorite 4 Wrestlemanias of all times. Now this was a tough choice. There's been a lot of good ones, but I have to go with the 4 Wrestlemanias that were my all-time favorite. And this was tough. This was tough. I mean, there's been 30 of them. But I had to go with the 4 Wrestlemanias that I would watch before any other Manias, and I would have to go with the 4 Manias that I remember better than any other Manias that are more special to me. And people are going to be like, well, what about 26, and what about 22, and what about 23, and I had to go with my personal 4, starting with left to right. And if you guys want to tell me your favorite 4, then write it in the description box, and let me know your favorite 4. But these are my favorite 4. And we'll start with the left to right, from left to right. The Ultimate Challenge, WrestleMania 6. My God, the WWF in 1990, just on fire. April the 1st, 1990, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Skydome, the Ultimate Challenge, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. Whew. My goodness, was this awesome. The Warrior and Hulk Hogan had such a good main event. And the whole undercard was great. You know, Demolition won the tag team titles. You know, Rick Martel submitted Koko Beware. Ravish and Rick Rude put down Jimmy Snuka. You know, Dusty Rhodes and the Macho King Randy Savage were having an epic feud, and Miss Elizabeth was the crown jewel. Very, very special event. And that WrestleMania 5, I wish I wanted to do top 5. If I could do top 5, I'd put WrestleMania 5 up here. But I only want to pick 4, and 6 is a little bit better than 5 when the Mega Powers exploded, even though it's really close. They could be almost considered a tie. Got to take a look at the second one. Would be WrestleMania 7, March the 24th, 1991, LA Sports Arena. What a special event this was when Hogan and Slaughter battled for the title. What a great story, you know, it was when Sergeant Slaughter, who was an American hero, turned on America and joined Iraq, and he went against the American hero Hulk Hogan, and he gave Hogan a beating, and Hogan came back and won the belt. Very somber time because our country was at war at the time, and everybody was united behind the United States, and Hogan stepped up to the plate, and he became an immortal that day. That's where they dubbed him the Immortal Hulk Hogan. Was that day when he defended America and beat Sergeant Slaughter for the belt at WrestleMania 7. Special event. The Nasty Boys won the tag team titles. It was pretty awesome. Bulldog and Warlord had a great match. You know, Savage and Warrior had a retirement match. WrestleMania, next one up, WrestleMania 3, March the 29th, 1987. 93,187 fans in the Pontiac Silverdome, jam-packed to Silverdome. Now, you guys saw my video recently, maybe not so recent, 6 months or so, where I showed you what the Silverdome looks like today. But it didn't look like that in 1987. It was majestic, it was beautiful, it was crowded, and everyone was there to see Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. You know, Andre the Giant undefeated for 15 years, and he was facing World Heavyweight Champion. Hogan had had the belt for 3 years at that point, and they had a clash. It was not the most scientific or technical wrestling match of all times, but it was still a special moment when Hogan slammed Andre, and they called it the body slam heard around the world, and it was. It was a special moment, and I swear to God that I thought that the roof was going to pop off the Silverdome. The event that inspired me and got me started on being a lifelong professional wrestling fan, when I first saw this, I couldn't believe it. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Macho put on the match of a lifetime that people still remember. WrestleMania 3, very special. And the fourth one, of course, has to be WrestleMania 4 with the epic pop-up of Hulk, even though it should have been a pop-up of Savage, because Savage won the tournament, defeating 4 guys that day, defeating the Natural Butchery in the first round, the Hammer in the second round, the One Man Gang in the third round, and Ted DiBiase in the finals. And Savage looked tired in the 4th match, rightfully so. DiBiase was on his 3rd match, Savage was on his 4th match, and Savage looked tired. He did, he looked tired. I mean, he got in that ring and you could tell he didn't have much left because Ted DiBiase immediately was giving him a beating. You know, even though DiBiase had a rough match in the second round versus Don Morocco, he somehow beat Don Morocco and slingshotted him on the ropes. Gave him a hot shot on the ropes where he clotheslined him on the top rope and pinned Morocco. But DiBiase was in much better shape going into that match, and I think the odds-on favorites to win that match was Ted DiBiase. But somehow Macho willed it out, won the world title, and became probably one of the greatest WWF champions in history. He held that belt for over a year when he beat DiBiase in the finals and took on all challengers. And that was a launching pad of the Macho Man, was at WrestleMania 4. Very special tournament, very special event that I could watch any day of the week and twice on Sunday. So this is my top 4 WrestleManias. I hope you guys enjoy this. Gemini, peace out.